Honda starting with the Barabos. Lodi Tejada trying to get inside. Lost it in midair. Kasama po ni Lodi at the Leos, sina Junti Valenzuela, Rico Villanueva at si Salino Cruz. Para naman sa Pure Foods, Roger Yap. Sa po nagdadala ng bola ngayon, Ray Evangelista, James Yap, Richard Yee, and Kirby Raimundo.
Tayo po itong starting lineup ng Red Bull. 4 new starters from the last game of Red Bull, and that's very typical of Coach Yeng Giao. Palagi nang pinabago ang kanyang starting lineup to keep the opponent guessing and also to give his players a chance to show their wares as starters. The only starter retained from last game was Enrico Villanueva. Incidentally, yung sinabi natin kanina about Richard Yee going up against Enrico Villanueva, yan nga ang matchup at the center slot.
Enrico Villanueva just missed his shot inside. Ray Evangelista nakakuha ng rebound. At ano ngayon si James Yap. Binigyan kay Richard Yee. Richard Yee gets away. Pinikutan si Enrico Villanueva. Ni Richard Yee. Yan naman ang specialty nito si Richard Yee.
And Villanueva has to be aware of that. Mabilis at sleep operator ito si Richard Yee, and he makes a living out of scoring layups.
Just to let the
back from the outside.
Junti Valenzuela. Tapos kay Roger Yap. Nakatingin kay Leo La Horda. There's the pick and roll. And Junti Valenzuela gets it back. Biglang tinira. Dahil alam niya, 2 seconds na lang ang natitira sa kanilang shot clock. Smart decision there by Junti Valenzuela.
Pati itong depensa pinapakita ni Salino Cruz, ha?
Kanina pa yan.
And you can see that Roger Yap talagang hirap na hirap siya.
More than 10 seconds yun, ha?
Oo.
Huwag ito maagawan, but there's the reverse layup. Hindi tumama. Rico Villanueva going high up to the rebound. Gets it over to Junti Valenzuela. The bounce pass. Leo La Horda. James Yap to the rebound.
Had to change his shot. Yan ang depensa ng Pure Foods. So very good in transition, and they were able to stop that fast break attack.
What about the defense of Salino Cruz? Ito naman si Junti Valenzuela. Nakakita ng buwang. Right down the middle. The tip in.
Oh, yes.
Nabasok for Leo La Horda off the miss by Junti Valenzuela.
Now, Coach Ryan Gregorio sa liga natin, 16.5 transition points a game. But in the first meeting between these two teams, Pure Foods held Red Bull to only 9 fast break points. That's a big drop from 16.5.
And a 3-point lead currently para sa Red Bull squad ni Coach Yeng Giao. Here's Richard Yee in a quick spin. Salino Cruz. Goes to Lodi Tejada for the 3-point shot. And the rebound by Kirby Raimundo. Roger Yap has certainly developed into a very formidable point guard. Para sa Pure Foods Chunky Giants. And as Ray Evangelista goes up for the shot, a traveling call on him.
Well, he let go of the basketball, tapos he came down with it also after letting go. Kanya natawagan siya ng traveling violation.
5 minutes and 11 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Leo La Horda, laban kay Kirby Raimundo. The jump shot is no good, and Raimundo comes down with another rebound. This time Roger Yap slows it down. This is James Yap. Raimundo. Umaatras laban kay Leo La Horda. Ang bilis din naman ni Kirby. The triple by Richard Yee. Hindi pumasok ng Rico Villanueva. Brings it down para sa Red Bull. The bounce pass to Junti Valenzuela, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Junti as he banged into Ray Evangelista.
Again, mabilis nakakababa sa depensa ang Pure Foods, and Red Bull not accustomed to seeing so many defenders coming back down on defense. Kanya tuloy sila natatawagan ng either poor shot selection or offensive foul, gaya na nangyari kanina lamang. That defense of Pure Foods is hanging tough, especially in transition, although kulang-kulang sa offense ang Pure Foods. They have only scored 2 points in this game.
And it's still a 3-point lead by Red Bull. Medyo matagal-tagal rin na wala nakaka-score dito sa magkabilang panig. And Leo La Horda trying to stick close to Kirby Raimundo, will pick up his first personal foul. That's Leo La Horda being called for that foul, and he sends Kirby Raimundo to the line.
Ang feeling ni Kirby, meron siyang malaking advantage in that matchup against Nahorda. Una-una, Nahorda is a rookie. Raimundo, certainly a grizzled veteran, who started his career actually with a Red Bull lineup.
That's right. Ano yung sinasabi mo yung Red Bull? As you look at Noy Castillo, who is in civilian clothes, sabi natin yung Red Bull is known now as an Ateneo team. Dati na-count team yan. Si Jody Raimundo, si Willie Miller, diba? Yan ang mga...
Si Tony Chua.
Si Rudy Hines.
Tama, oo.
Si Angel. Nag-elementary yan sa lahat. Ito, Enrico Villanueva. Si Angel, marami kaibigan niya sa lahat. Ito, fast break play by PUREFOODS. Ay! May tulak, may tulak. Sonido Cruz is going to be gone for his first personal foul.
Nakikita natin dito para napapabilis ang laro ng PUREFOODS, no? And they're playing to the tempo of Red Bull's game. And I'm not so sure if Coach Ryan Gregorio likes that.
Ayun naman si Kirby Raimundo working against Leo Nahoda. The fall-away jumper is no good. Lodi Tejada para sa rebound.
Masyado nagiging one-dimensional, Ed. Itong offensive ng PUREFOODS, they keep on going to Kirby Raimundo in that matchup.
Well,
against Nahoda.
It was successful a couple of times. Ito naman si Juti Valenzuela getting inside and scoring there. And again, Red Bull leads by 3. Paul Artadi, pumasok na para sa PUREFOODS. And we have a report from Patricia on PUREFOODS. Patricia?
Yes, si Kapang naghintay ako sa loob ng locker room ng PUREFOODS kanina, and he shared with me that Coach Ryan wants is meant to contain Enrico Villanueva because of the past 4 games he has averaged 20 points per game. They must stop Red Bull's transition also and work doubly hard on rebounds, and those are the key things to their game tonight. Now, I had a chance to ask Coach Ryan if his main driving force tonight was getting that semi-C. He simply smiled and said he's just focused on winning tonight and he's not letting that semi's ticket distract him. Back to you, Ed and Kenito.
That's a good thing to do. Mahirap naman yung masyado ka maraming iniisip, pero and well, they will have several opportunities to get that win.
You don't want to put too much pressure on your players. At pagkatapos ng game na to, PUREFOODS still has Stock and Tex and Santa Lucia.
Yes.
And all they need is just one win to get that magic number 11 wins to ensure them at that semifinal berth.
Samantala, lumabas na po sa 5 puntos ang kalamangan ng Red Bull Barako on those 3 throws. It is now 9-4. 5-point lead para sa Red Bull Barako at 9-4. Dahil sa PUREFOODS ngayon ng bola. Paul Artadi, nabitawan ng bola. Nabitawan din ni Leo Nahoda.
Pesky defender ito si Solino Cruz. He did sit out 5 straight games for Red Bull. And he was activated in the last game of Red Bull. Kung saan kinalo na yung talking text, Solino Cruz at 9 points.
Ayan si James up with the TM twist. Mula sa pinalakas na TM, power to the people.
And now PUREFOODS finally go to other gunners instead of just Kirby Raimundo. Raimundo 0 out of 3. And before that shot attempt ni James Yap, Raimundo had 3 out of the 7 attempts from the field by PUREFOODS.
At nakakawalong puntos naman ito si Juti Valenzuela. Baka sabi nung mga baka naman puro si Lordy Tejada tinitignan ninyo. Si Juti Valenzuela, nauna pa sumikat yan dito sa PBA.
Sabay-sabay siya actually.
Pumasok. Pero una nagpakita niya si Juti Valenzuela. And the lead is 4 para sa Red Bull. Mike Pennisi now up against Rico Villanueva then sa double team. Paul Artadi, nilawas kay Ray Evangelista. Evangelista sumaksak and he rams into Leo Nahoda at tit for tat.
That's tough defense by Red Bull, a team that's more known for its offense. Pero tama yung sinabi ni Patricia kanina, no? That Red Bull is really concentrating on its defense and making life difficult for PUREFOODS to score. Ito, 2 out of 8 so far from the floor by the Chunky Giants. So that's testament to the tough defense na nilalaro ngayon ng Red Bull.
At ito naman ang agaw ni Paul Artadi, the easy 2 to cut the lead of Red Bull down to 2. Saka pala si Ray Evangelista, no, in that last foul, that last play, committed his 3rd personal foul. Napakaaga niyan. Kaya siguro nandiyan si Eugene Tejada, baka siya papalitan. Juti Valenzuela, top of the key. He has 8 points, 8 of the 11 so far scored by Red Bull. Nahoda misses, and Pingris comes down with a rebound.
Pingris is a double-double performer. He's averaging 10 points, 10 rebounds in this conference. Well, taking the outside shot.
Well, he didn't score one like that nung laban nila against Air 21. Oops. There's a foul.
Well, very clearly, no? In the scheme of things, talagang markado. Sina Villanueva at saka si Tugade, both of them have not scored in this game.
Eh, pumuputok naman si Junti Valenzuela.
Oo.
Sabi ni Junti, sige.
Yan ang versatility ng Red Bull. And
Yeah.
Coach Yeng Giao, always making sure that hindi predictable ang kanyang opensa, no? He doesn't go to his regular gunners and he adjusts very, very well. That's why he gives a lot of his players an opportunity to shine as starters.
Kahit kailan kasi, pwede kang hugudin ni Ian Gown and you're expected to perform to the hilt. At ganyan naman ang ginagawa nitong mga players ng Red Bull, ano ha? Para maka-Boy Scout yan. Laging handa.
Yeah, no.
James Yap has it against Lodi Tugade. Download to Kirby Raimundo against the Honda. Cross-court pass to Paul Artadi. Titira ng jump shot. Wala. Tip in by Kirby Raimundo. Malakas si pangalawa. And Rico Villanueva comes down with a rebound. Out to Junto Valenzuela. Valenzuela against James Yap. Reverse layup will count with a foul. 10 points now for the man. And Junti Valenzuela at the free throw line. 3-point play will not materialize. And it's a 4-point lead for Red Bull. Sinesenyas ang play ni Paul Artadi. Kirby Raimundo lumas against Leona Horda. Hindi makatira. Reverse by Pingris is blocked by Enrico Villanueva. Narito si Junti Valenzuela. Valenzuela sumaksak na naman. Palpal ni Pingris. Nakuha ni Junti. Binigay kay na Horda. Pinal naman ni Pingris. Junti Valenzuela naman nakakuha ng rebound. Pero ilagay sa kanila Paul Artadi. Artadi to the front kick. And he sets up James Yap. James Yap wants to go inside. Kicks it out to Eugene Tejada.
Ako, airball.
Layo. Lakas eh. Well, ganyan talaga eh. Pagka bagong laro ako ulit, ano ha? Wala pang range eh.
That's right. See, Eugene Tejada is coming off a 2-game layoff. He sprained his ankle.
At ang report ni Patricia kanina eh, hindi pa rin 100% yan. Kaya lang, kailangan eh. Kaya pinaglaro siya. James Yap shakes off Lodi Tugade. Oh, goes to jumper.
Ang ganda naman nun. Nice screen there set up for James Yap. Tugade, I don't think he's going to be too offense conscious again na to. I think his focus here is to play defense on James Yap.
That seems to be what is happening right now. Ito sa Silino Cruz. Sabi ni Tugade, pero titira pa rin ako. Titira pa rin naman ako.
Nagkaroon ng switch back there. There was a switch there. It was Tejada on Tugade instead of James Yap.
And he got TM Tres mula sa pinalakas na TM. Power to the people. Paul Artadi looking around. Lumabas si James Yap against Junti Valenzuela. James Yap sinusundan pa rin ni Junti. Picked up by Selena Cruz. Taking it over to the baseline to Paul Artadi. Last touch on him. Natapick actually ni Rico Villanueva pero tumama kay Paul Artadi. Hey! Lodi Tugade coming up with another TM play mula sa pinalakas na TM. Power to the people. And it's an 8-point lead para sa Red Bull. The biggest in the game so far.
You know, it's interesting that yung pagkasabi ko that Lodi Tugade is going to concentrate on defense on James Yap. His defensive assignment has been switched. Hindi na si James Yap ang tinatao niya rito, no? And I think that one reason is because now they wanted to put some baskets in and he has responded with 2 triples.
Inside, Kirby Raimundo, good fake. Hey, lumabas. And Rich Alvarez natapik niya yung bola. Here comes Lodi Tugade. Hey! Tinapik. Rico Villanueva, side view shot. And a James Dean.
Lodi Tugade asking for a goaltending. Could have been a goaltending there. Huh? Could have been.
I thought so too.
Okay, si Lodi Tugade. Ito yung matchup niya ngayon. No? He's going up against Roger Yap. So, a different defensive assignment for him.
Mark Pingris gets it back.
Talagang kumakayo dito si Mark Pingris.
Parati naman.
Ah, yes.
That guy is a workhorse.
Especially underneath the boards. He is a strong leaper, and he has excellent timing to go up for those rebounds.
It's an 8-point lead for Red Bull. Inside, Cyrus Baguio goes up and misses. Loose ball, picked up by Roger Yap. Roger Yap into the front court. Sinalubong ni Robinson. Topex Robinson with the rebound. At may foul na tatawagan on Paul Arcadi.
Shooting percentage ng PUREFOODS dito, napakababa, no?
Ay,
Estimate ko
oo.
dito, siguro mga in the 30s ang shooting percentage nila.
Paul Arcadi is recalled to the bench, and Coach Ryan Gregorio giving him some tips on how to shoot a jumper. 21-13, lamang ng 8 ang Red Bull over PUREFOODS. Enrico Villarama, binigay kay Lodi Tugade. Here's Cyrus Baguio, lamang kay Baby Raimundo. Jumper by Baguio is good.
All guns blazing here for Red Bull.
Less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. 10 na naman ang abante ng Red Bull. Peter June Simon. Pinabas kay Kirby Raimundo. Gets Rich Alvarez out of the way, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Kirby. First personal on Raimundo.
And Rich Alvarez, one of the best defensive players in terms of getting that charging call. At nakita natin, na-anticipate niya kung saan pupunta si Kirby. And he was there ahead of the spot.
Topex Robinson calling the shots here para sa Red Bull. Biglang yes! Ayan ang panggulat ng Red Bull. Topex Robinson. At ito si Roger Yap. And we hear the referee's whistle. Rich Alvarez is going to be called for the push.
Wala pa sa penalty ang Red Bull, so can afford. But if PUREFOODS wanted to play tough defense in this game, it certainly hasn't showed dito sa ating first quarter because they have given up 25 points already.
At saka karamihan dyan, mga saksak, except for the 3-point shots, of course, by Lodi Tugade. Mark Pingris goes up. Yes! And it's back to a 10-point lead here for Red Bull. 12 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Si Gamboa na pala nandyan for Kirby Raimundo. Sumaksak si Kirby, si Cyrus Baguio. This is the quarter ng labanan ng Red Bull at ng PUREFOODS Chunky Giants. At si Peter June Simon na mag-i-inbound mula po rito sa harapan natin sa midcourt. Roger Yap signals the play for the Chunky Giants against Topex Robinson. Mick Pennisi is in the game for the first time para sa Red Bull. James Yap from top of the key. Wala. And Rich Alvarez para sa rebound. Here's Larry Fuenachea. Topex Robinson. Lob pass to Fuenachea, back to Rich Alvarez. And Fuenachea at the baseline. Jump shot is no good. Rebound. Lost by June Simon to the sideline.
Marami tayong mga kaibigan wishing their mothers a happy Mother's Day. One of our friends, Levy from Vilman, sa Sanvar Plaza, also wishing happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Okay, ito ang ating first quarter field goal percentage. About PUREFOODS at 27%.
Ooh, difficult shot by Peter June Simon. Samantala, Rich Alvarez gets away. And on the second try, he draws the foul.
His first one on PUREFOODS.
25-17, 8-point lead para sa Red Bull, but 2 chances here para kay Rich Alvarez. Another po ninyo, pumasok ito sa Rich Alvarez sa PBA through Shell. At nakuha po ng Red Bull nung mag-disband yung Turbo Chargers. Playing out of the Ateneo de Manila, Rich Alvarez misses the first. And Patricia, what's new with Red Bull? Patricia
Well, Coach Yang was actually telling them to run their plays wherein Pure Foods can't actually go into their zone defense. Pero sa side naman ng Red Bull, on defense daw, they're doing a good job but they have to get the rebounds and they have to box out. At saka medyo nakakalimutan nila kanina si Paul Artadi nung naglalaro pa siya. Dapat balik-balikan pa rin daw si Paul Artadi maski hindi siya nag-make ng shots niya. And that's it from me at courtside. Back to you, Ed.
Thank you, Pat. And, well, the ball is live. Not too long. Dahil inabot ko ng 24-second violation itong Pure Foods Chunky Giants. Doon nakita natin yung depensa ng Red Bull. Ganito.
Hirap na hirap talaga itong Pure Foods to execute sa kanilang offense. No? And this Red Bull team is really focused on defense. Plus, pag nakakuha sila ng turnover and when they dominate the defensive boards, they're running. They're going for transition baskets. And that's why their score is up already 25, maybe at 27.
Sabi nga natin, karamihan ng mga tira ng Red Bull sa loob sa ilalim. And they certainly are taking higher percentage shots. And that also shows you that there's a gaping hole in the defense of Pure Foods. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Mark Pingris turns around for the jump shot, not normally his shot. And the loose ball picked up by Cyrus Bago. Takbo na naman ang Red Bull. Oh! Sinuob ng bilis. Dahil pala siya inside to Topex. Ay, ang laki. Sabi kita niyo si Aaron Gamboa. Medyo sobre hata ang bilis ito. Red Bull. Sana pupunta yung bola. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Topex gets it over to Cyrus Bago for the jump shot. Walang tinamaan. And Gamboa gets to the loose ball. It is a 10-point lead by Red Bull with 9 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ito tama ang ginagawa ni Roger Yap as he signals his players to settle down. They need to be able to another turnover.
Here comes Topex. Fast break play once again para sa Red Bull. Barako biggest lead, 12 points para sa Red Bull.
Red Bull is number 1 in turnover points sa liga natin, 20 points, 20.5 points a game.
This is a swarming defense being put up here by Red Bull. James Yap, 5 seconds na lang ang natin tira sa Pure Foods. Gets Topex out of the way. Yeah! Hits the TM twist. Mula sa pinalakas na TM. Power to the people. Saksak na naman si Baguio.
Oh, what a shot! Paloto yun, and what a shot! A difficult one coming from Cyrus Baguio.
Akala ko umalis na si Kaloy. Narito naman si Cyrus Baguio. And Larry put us out for the rebound off the miss by James Yap. Fancy dribble. At pinagawan tuloy. Narito si James Yap. Mick Pennisi with a hat. Yun ang taga. First personal on Mick Pennisi. Pupunta po sa free throw line. Itong si James Yap.
Again, napapatakbo itong Pure Foods. No?
Yeah.
And they're being goaded into that running game ng Red Bull. And alam mo, mahirap sabayan ng takbuhan nitong Red Bull. First of all, Red Bull has such a deep bench. At alam naman
natin na nagagamit eh.
Yes, short-handed ang Pure Foods. Remember, Noy Castillo not able to play. Si Jun Limpot also not able to play. Eugene Tejada tested his ankle kanina and he had to move out of the game after only 3 minutes.
Ayan si Jun.
Ayan si Jun. Now, Tejada, yes, he is standing by to check back in, but he only played 3 minutes in the first quarter.
And Patricia has a report this time on Kirby Raymundo. What's up, Patricia?
Yes, you guys were talking about Pure Foods being short-handed. Well, they're gonna somehow miss the services of Kirby Raymundo, at least for the next few minutes. The doctor says he can come back in, but it really will depend. It will definitely slow him down because he strained his Achilles, his left Achilles, which was an old injury. He's not in so much pain, but like I said, it will slow him down. Back to you, Edwin Canito.
Ang dami na problema na Pure Foods. Nagtagan pa. And twisted shot by Cyrus Bago. Loose ball picked up by Peter Jun Simon. And a timeout is going to be called by the at balik po tayo sa labanan ng Pure Foods at ng Red Bull. Ito po si Peter Jun Simon. Inagawa na naman ni Cyrus Bago. Bago swinging to the front. Oh! Palpao! And Pagpapag! Pagpapag!
Grabe naman! at talagang hinahabol na Pure Foods. Ito yung Red Bull, they do not want Red Bull to score those transition baskets.
Tapos 2 blocks.
Si Mark Pigris muna.
Yun! Ang block! Galing kay Mark Pigris.
Panasier will be at the line. Grabe niya pinapakita dito ng Red Bull. The way they are forcing turnovers on Pure Foods.
At nabanggit natin kanina yung bagyong Kaloy, ano ha? Napakalakas daw doon sa Antique. Paborito mo producer ngayon, di ba?
Aba, oo.
Diba? Sa San Jose de Buena Vista, in Antique, ngayon lang nagkakuryente in time for the PBA game. 2.5 araw, wala silang kuryente. So, welcome back to our friends from San Jose de Buena Vista in Antique. John Lutilla, mayong gabi. And here's Roger Yap missing from the outside. Ito na sa Cyrus, bagong takbuhan na naman ang Red Bull. Ano ba yan?
It's a 14-point lead. And clearly, Coach Yengia wants to run Pure Foods to the ground. Si Kirby Raimundo, sabi nga ni Patricia kanina, might not be able to play too many minutes more here in the first half.
Old injury daw yan. Balik eh. Ito si James Yap, libre. And the offensive board by Eugene Tejada. Ito si Tejada, meron din iniinda ito. Roger Yap, ang lamang kay Topex Robinson. Nice fancy pass to Gamboa.
Oh, yes!
75, basang awa, pero okay lang yan.
Arnold Gamboa is averaging less than a point a game.
Well, bihira naman siyang gamitin eh.
Oo.
Mick Pennisi, galing naman sa labas.
Yun ang masakit. Titirahan ka na ng fast break points, tapos titira pa si Mick Pennisi galing sa labas. You've got an inside-outside attack, and you can't ask anything more from the league's number 2 top offensive team, Red Bull.
Roger Yap. Naagawan ni Rich Alvarez yung pasa. Ito na naman si Topex Robinson squeezing through. Yes! Topex Robinson now with 6 points in the game. And it is a 16-point lead by Red Bull here in the second quarter. On a running game, nakakuha pa ng
The
foul.
passing lanes, they're anticipating the pass, and they're right there, no? They're there to deflect, they're there to steal, at pagkatapos nila nakakuha ng turnover, they're streaking up court to score on layups.
Okay, nagkaroon lang po tayo ng konting partial power failure dito po sa ibaba, ano ha? Doon sa mga nandito sa floor. So nagkaroon po ng officials timeout. So tuloy po tayo with a bonus shot para kay Topex Robinson, and he gives Red Bull the 17-point lead at 40-23. Nako, sumpasa, akala ko nakikinito ah. Hindi ka pa naman nakatingin.
5 na turnover na Pure Foods here in this quarter alone.
Eh, ganun ka tindi yung depensa ang pinakikita. Ano yung Red Bull? Nakita mo naman. Rich Alvarez with a shot block. And the loose ball picked up by Larry Panasier. And the 24-second shot clock buzzer goes off against the Chunky Giants. Nagreklamo si Rich Alvarez. Sabi niya, nasa amin yung bola eh.
Well, hindi sila nakapag-establish ng possession. But anyway, ball will go back to Red Bull.
17-point lead by Red Bull. Cyrus Baguio gets it over to Mick Pennisi. There's a shovel pass to Topex Robinson. Robinson to Baguio. Ito na sa Pennisi. Sumaksak sa loob. Pinangkal ni Roger Yap. And somebody stepped on the baseline. That was Mick Pennisi. 5 minutes and 16 seconds to go here in the second quarter. James Yap may dala ng bola para sa Pure Foods against Cyrus Baguio. Richard Yee, top of the key. Here's Roger Yap. Eugene Tejada, sinakasama sa Panasier. Naagaw ang bola. Here comes, oh, nice pass to Panasier from Baguio, pero sobrang lakas. Dahil sa momentum ni Larry Panasier, ay lumakas yung tira.
Well, ang daming pagkakataon ng Red Bull to score in transition. But yung Pure Foods also sprinting back quickly on defense to stop those fast break points.
Well, that time they were successful. Pero ito yung depensa naman ng Red Bull. Yan po ang nagiging problema ng PureFoods Chunky Giants. As you look at the shot clock story, wala pa kung shot clock yun.
Wala pa ka eh. Pero ang dami nilang steals.
Agaw, oo.
At saka yung there's another turnover.
Battling on Eugene Tejada. Samantala, Paul Artadi babalik sa laro. Pinalitan si Roger Yap. Maya naman si Ray Evangelista will also come back into the fray. Evangelista had to be pulled out because of 3 personal fouls in the early going. Opex Robinson. Binigay kay Cyrus Baguio. Inside to Robinson once again. Hindi makatira. Dinabas ulit kay Cyrus Baguio. Baguio challenging Tejada. Whoa! Pang-klase. Rich Alvarez. Mahina. And Tejada comes down with a rebound.
And to think, Ed, this 5 on the floor for Red Bull, none of them started in this game.
That's right.
Wala si Rico Villanueva rito. Wala si na Lodi Tugate. Wala si na Junti Valenzuela. Yet this 5, the second unit 5 on the floor, making things happen for Red Bull and opening the 17-point lead.
Yan yung sinasabi ni Coach Ian Giao even last conference. Sabi niya, against PureFoods, mas maraming matitipid. Okay lang. Sa laro, walang problema sa power. Parehong takbuhan at takbuhan. So far, at namamayani po ang Red Bull Barako with a 17-point lead here in the second quarter. Mark Pingris working against Mick Pennisi. There's a double team. The cross-court pass, open Paul Artadi. Wala. Rich Alvarez para sa rebound. Here comes Cyrus Baguio. Sinalubong ni James Yap. Twisting shot.
And he'll go to the line. Wala na si Kaloy. Nandiyan naman si Cyrus. Yan ang bagong bagyo dito. Sa ating bayan. If you notice ang Red Bull, very calculated ang kanilang pagda-double team. No? They double off Paul Artadi. They leave him open for the outside shot. They know that he's a low percentage shooter from the outside. Kanya dumodouble sila sa ilalim and leaving Paul Artadi to take the shot. Then they're there for the defensive rebound.
Harry Ponesiel! TM twist! Wala sa pinalakas na TM! Power to the people! Nako po! It is a 20-point lead now by Red Bull. At dami nga pong problema nitong PureFoods, ano ha? Sa umpisa pa lang ng laro, wala na si Noy Castillo, wala si June Liprot. Pagkatapos, ngayon naman si Kirby Raimundo, may iniinda rin sa kanya pa. Here's James Yap inside. Good shot. Rich Alvarez with the rebound. Forward to Larry Ponesiel. In the wings with Cyrus Baguio. Ayun si Cyrus Baguio. Baguio's inside the paint. Sets up Rich Alvarez. Alvarez goes out to Salino Cruz.
Now in this offensive, 5 player ng Red Bull nakakahawak na ng bola.
That's right.
And that's key, no? To the way they run their offense. They want different touches, different looks.
Got 2 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Richard Yee. Dinabas kay Paul Artadi. Here's Ray Evangelista. James Yap. Out to Ray. Inagawan. Sobrang pasahan. Cyrus Baguio. Back to the basket shot. Wala. Marami na exhibition si Cyrus Baguio ngayon ha.
Ang dami nasasayang actually na fast break opportunities ng Red Bull.
And Richard Yee runs into the defense once again of Red Bull, that time Salino Cruz. And Cyrus Baguio combining to strip Richard Yee of possession. Dito pa rin ang kalamangan ng Red Bull. Cyrus Baguio. Binigay kay Salino Cruz. Naman naman si Larry Ponesiel. And he is stripped of possession likewise. 3-on-2 here. James Yap, his pass deflected by Salino Cruz.
Again, the deflection.
Boy, si Junti Valenzuela, okay naman pala eh. Kanina parang pipili-pili ito. And here's si Junti Valenzuela, tumapik ng bola. Rich Alvarez, nakita si Larry Ponesiel. Left-handed layup. Oh, first break play na naman ng Red Bull Barako. 22-point lead for Red Bull over PureFoods. Dito po sa closing minute ng second quarter.
Well, take note, what's fueling the fast break attack ng Red Bull is ang kanilang depensa because they're forcing turnovers. It's not being fueled by outlet passes coming from defensive rebounds. So it's their defense that's fueling the offense.
That's correct. dami lang nilang kapaw eh. And they've been also forcing turnovers like this one against PUREFOODS because of that sticky defense.
Only 23 points scored by PUREFOODS in the half so far. At dito sa ating second quarter, PUREFOODS has scored only 8 points.
All right, Rich Alvarez, good fake. Inabot, pero may foul.
And the number 15, Mark Davis. His first. Two shots for Rich Alvarez.
Two shots here for Rich Alvarez. Sangkay Ted Bailon. Mabing gabihin. And ating mga kabayan nila, Region 8, Leyte, Samar, Biliran. Mabing gabihin yung katalan. Happy Mother's Day Gap. Katalan ng mga nanay nila, Region 8. 23.9 seconds ang nalalabi dito po sa second quarter. And more for Rich.
Missing 2 free throws.
Yeah.
He's only a 52% free throw shooter. But you see, Alvarez, out of all the players who have moved teams, parang nangangapa pa siya dito, no? Sa sistema ng Red Bull. And he has scored in double figures only once this conference. And that was against his former team, Alaska.
Samantala, James Yapton from the outside. Ray Evangelista. May foul yata eh. Yes, 2 shots. Will be given Ray Evangelista at ang amigong Orbocanon.
So a chance for PUREFOODS to score 10 points in this quarter. Depende kung anong gawin ni Ray Evangelista rito. That's 9 points now in the quarter for PUREFOODS.
Well, they've been given a real tough time by Red Bull. And Ray Evangelista makes both.
PUREFOODS is just 1 win away from securing that outright semifinals berth. Pagkatapos ito, meron pa silang 2 laro. One against Talking Text. Hindi sila nakakasigurado because Talking Text is always a very dangerous team. What with a lot of new acquisitions, si Don Aliado at saka si Renron Ritualo. Then their last game is against Santa Lucia Realty. So baka feeling din ng PUREFOODS, okay, let's give this one up because they're not 100%. And then maybe they can hope for that outright semifinals berth by winning one of its last 2 games. But, well, for Red Bull, they really want to prove a point.
Oh, yeah.
Grabe yung ginagawa dito ng Red Bull.
Ang report kanina ni Patricia was that Coach Yang Gao was not even thinking about it, about getting a semifinals berth, an outright semis berth. Dahil medyo malayo eh. The magic number, as you said, is 11. They're at 7 now. Samantalang itong PUREFOODS ika nga, 1 win away.
Well,
But, you gotta start somewhere.
Oh yes, ang hinahabol dito ng Red Bull, hindi lang yung a possibility for the outright semifinals berth, and that means all they have to do is to win the next 3 games, and for PUREFOODS to lose the next 3 games, including this one. And for Red Bull, outside of the target ng outright semifinals berth, ang hinahabol din nila is an outright quarterfinals berth. That seems to be a cinch for them. Now si Paolo Buguia playing here for the first time in this game. Naka-steal doon si Roger Yap.
Ginagawan si Topex Robinson and Buguia gives up the foul. Well, Roger Yap giving Topex Robinson a taste of his own medicine. Kanina marami pong bin-rake up the play itong si Topex Robinson. But here, it's going to be a long, hard climb para sa Chunky Giants. But again, you have to start somewhere.
Yung tipong depensa pinapakita dito ng Red Bull, especially in the second quarter, that actually creates a panic situation on the opponent. Yan nakita natin, PUREFOODS just was not able to adjust and respond to the pressure defense. Sandali, ano ito? May timeout tayo.
Off the early timeout called by Coach Yang Yao. Holding foul is called on Mark Pingris. 14 seconds on the shot clock of Red Bull. Lamang pa rin sila ng 17. And Rico Villanueva tinapikan sa baseline.
So na ngayon ang nilalaro ng PureFoods sa depensa. And si Coach Yeng Giao, ito ba yung pagkasigurista to, ha? He must have checked in the statistics that PureFoods out-rebounded Red Bull in the first half. And that's the reason why he's got Paulo Bugia and Enrico Villanueva playing together to make sure that that doesn't happen again in the second half, that they get out-rebounded.
Dalawang turnover, no? Isa ng Red Bull, isa ng PureFoods. And Lordy Tugade gets into the act early in the third quarter, cutting the lead, or upping the lead of Red Bull to 19 once again at 47-28. And we were asking about Kirby Raimundo. What's the latest, Patricia?
Well, Kirby's injury on his left Achilles, which is an old injury, is turning out to be more serious than they first thought. According to Coach Koy Banal, nag-decide na si Coach Ryan na hindi nila pabalikin si Kirby this game. And they're on a wait-and-see situation kung pababalikin pa si Kirby in their next 2 games or pagpapahingahin na lang. Currently, he's in the locker room getting tape and ice. Back to you, Ed and Kinito.
Doesn't sound good.
Oh, dire situation. Dahil na nilang injuries. Reminds me a little bit of what Barangay Ginebra is going through.
Oo nga. Pero despite that, sabi mo nga, inspired win by Ginebra last Friday.
Oh, one of the most entertaining games we've seen in a long, long time. Napakaganda ng laro na yun. But you got to give credit also to Talking Tex. They were in there fighting tooth and nail to the very end. And this team is still adjusting with a lot of new acquisitions. But napakaganda ng laro na yun. 124-121. Mark Aguiwa, 42 points.
Yes.
Shootout ang nangyari doon.
Samantala, Paulo Bugia hemmed in. Here's Lordy Tugade picking it up. Tugade. Binigay kay Bugia. Oh! An offensive foul is going to be called on Bugia.
Well, that time, PureFoods forcing Red Bull to play the half court. At yung touted defense ng PureFoods, yan. That showed, finally, no, sa game na to, especially in that half court set ng Red Bull. PureFoods, of course, sabi nga natin kanina, is the league's #1 defensive team.
Here's Roger Yap with 9 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Roger Yap inside. And the rebound. Roger Yap himself with a reverse layup. May tatawagan ng foul. Paulo Bugia na naman, pangatlo na yan. Coach Ryan Gregorio on your screens a while back. And Roger Yap will try to close the gap even more. Kanina pa nag-umpisa itong ating third quarter. 20 ang lamang ng Red Bull. Now stands at 17. Make that 16. As Roger Yap connects on his first.
And only his first points a game na to. Roger Yap adjusting very comfortably now to his new role as point guard ng PureFoods.
Doing pretty well. Thank you very much. Si Roger Yap. And the lead is 15. Binaba na po ng PureFoods ang kalamangan. And Lordy Tugade misses from the outside. Roger Yap with a rebound. Tumatakbo ang PureFoods. Gets it over to James Yap inside. And they cut the lead down further. Now standing at 13 points. Junti Valenzuela down the middle. Jensen na mayari kanina. And Topix Robinson recovers it to Paulo Bugia. Rims out. And the loose ball out of bounds in favor of PureFoods.
Breaks now going PureFoods side, huh?
Yeah. At yung mga tira kanina ng Red Bull na parang napakadali. Ngayon naman, ayaw pumasok. Yung kay Paulo Bugia, akala natin, okay na. Pasok na, pero lumabas pa. Ganun din yung kay Junti Valenzuela. 8 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the third quarter. James Yap has it. Binigay kay Mark Pingris against Rico Villanueva. Pingris is inside the paint. He goes up. This is Tejada. Rico Villanueva has the rebound. Binigay kay Paulo Bugia. Bugia forward now to Lordy Tugade. And Topix Robinson will set up the play para sa Red Bull. Junti Valenzuela at the corner is open. Yeah. Balik na naman sa 15, kalamangan ng Red Bull. James Yap out to Roger Yap. Ray Evangelista, balik ko rin kay Roger. There's a steal by Junti Valenzuela. Valenzuela lays it in.
Get the turnover. Forced by Red Bull. Good defense na anticipate nila. Limited kasi ang movement ng Pure Foods that time. Kanya again yung anticipation ng Red Bull. No? Nababasa nila kung saan magagaling yung pasa at saan pupunta yung pasa.
Mark Fingers inside to Richard Yee and a traveling call on Yee.
Another turnover. Tatlo na yan for Pure Foods sa quarter na to. And now they have a total of 20 turnovers in this game.
That is a lot. More than halfway through with the third quarter. Junti down low to Rico Villanueva. Double teamed. Ray Evangelista takes it away. Out of Roger Yap. James Yap. Down low to Richard Yee. Richard Yee umaatras. Goes baseline. Nakita si Ray Evangelista libre. Wala! And Bugia with the rebound. Fouled by Ray Evangelista. That's going to be number 4 on him. And the third team foul on Pure Foods for this quarter. Samantala si Peter June Simon is being dispatched by Coach Ryan Gregorio for Roger Yap. Eugene Tejada will also come in. Masusunod the dead ball situation for the Chunky Giants. Junti making like a point guard. Lordy Tugade for 3. Oh! TM Trishan mula sa pinalakas na TM. Power to the people.
Parang cold-blooded assassin ito sa Tugade, no? Pag tumira ng 3-point shot, I mean, he just looks away after uncorking.
Parang masakit talaga no? Masasaktan talaga yung kalaban Parang
grabe, no?
Parang sinaksak sa dibdib Ayun na naman si Lordy. And the tip in by Rico is no good. Loose ball recovery by Peter June Simon. And both Junti and Topex were acknowledging the foul. Let's see who they call it on. Mukhang si Junti, It is back to a 20-point advantage here by Red Bull. Naimbag na rin yung amin na po sa mga kaibigan po natin dyan sa Northern Luzon, Ilocandia. Ito po ang inyong PBA, third quarter action between Pure Foods and Red Bull. James Yap missing the shot. Rico Villanueva with the rebound. Binigay kay Lordy Tugade. Tugade to the front court. Sinulubog ni James Yap. Humihingi si Paolo Bigia. Topex Robinson back to Junti Valenzuela. Valenzuela looking at Rico Villanueva. Villanueva against Richard D. Nabot kay Lordy Tugade. Tugade inside. Nabitawan ng bola na puno to Peter June Simon. Hinahabol ni Topex Robinson. Who gives up the foul. Only the first on Topex Robinson. Kaya pala lakas ng loob But that'll be the 15th foul para sa Red Bull Barako here in the third quarter. Siya nga pala, kung di po rin kayo nabutan kanina, ang ating unang laro, exciting finish in that game between Alaska and Santa Lucia. And Alaska winning out by 7, 98-91. Nick Velasco was adjudged as the best player in that game. Second foul on Enrico Villanueva sends Mark Fingers to the free throw line.
Tatatlo lang ang nakaka-score dito for Pure Foods sa quarter na to. And that's Roger Yap, si Fingers at si James Yap.
Loose ball foul. Peter June Simon picking up his second personal foul. 5 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the third period.
Bumagal ang pace ng laro dito ng Red Bull, and I really think it's because Cyrus Baguio is not on the floor. He makes such a big difference in terms of tempo. Pagpasok ni Cyrus Baguio, talaga tumatakbo, lumilipad.
Live well
Ito Red Bull, And also, he puts a lot of pressure on the offensive player because of his defense. He's scrambling all over.
Topex Robinson. Binigay kay Junti Valenzuela. Balik ulit kay Topex. He tries a three-point shot. Not there. Paulo Bugia goes up. Ayaw. Bugia na naman. Pinal ni James Yap.
Number 18, James
Well, we did
That's
point
number
out.
4.
Yes, we did point out that the reason kung bakit Bugia and Villanueva are playing at the same time is because nakita malamang ni Coach Yang Giao na in the first half, out-rebounded ng PUREFOODS ang Red Bull. Nakita naman natin, no? 2 chances to score, actually 3 for Red Bull in that sequence.
Hindi nga alam, walang pumasok.
Oh.
Lodi Tugade from afar. Ayun!
Again.
Tres mula sa pinalakas na TM. Power to the people.
Wala, expressionless eh. Pagtira niya ng 3 points, he just looks away. Doesn't smile, he doesn't smirk. Cold-blooded assassin. Ayan po si Lodi Tugade.
Meanwhile, Eugene Tejada scores underneath para sa PUREFOODS. Junti Valenzuela at midcourt, met by James Yap, already has 4 personal fouls. Topex Robinson. Nilabas kay Junti, they swing it over to Lodi. Tugade. Foul.
Penalty na against PUREFOODS.
Second personal on Eugene Tejada. Pareho na sila ng Red Bull na nasa penalty. Dito po sa ating third period. And a couple of shots coming to Lodi Tugade. Noong first half, 6 points yan, 2 3-point shots. Ito, 14 na. He's made 8 here in the third quarter, including 2 more 3-point shots. Couple of substitutions here on the part of PUREFOODS. Eugene Tejada and Richard D are recalled to the bench in favor of Roger Yap and Ray Evangelista. One more shot for Lodi Tugade.
Ang linis nung pumasok.
Walang aling.
His shot is pretty close to the kind of shot that Larry Fonachero also makes.
Yeah.
Ang lilinis eh.
And Mark Pingers shoots over Junti Valenzuela.
Pingris 8 of his 12 coming here in the third period.
Alright, ito, medyo full court press ang PUREFOODS and Junti Valenzuela recovers it to Rico Villanueva. Villanueva goes up and it's in. Parang ang dali.
Oo. And for Villanueva, that's only his 4th point in this game.
Mark Pingris, offensive foul. Not much going for PUREFOODS at this juncture. We have 3 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Paulo Bugia. Binigay kay Topex Robinson. Valenzuela for 3. Wala. But Lodi Tugade recovers it. Pinabas ulit kay Junti. Valenzuela to Paulo Bugia from the side. Kanina, daming layup ni Paulo Bugia ay pumasok. Yung jump shot na pumasok. Peter June Simon is challenged by Enrico Villanueva in midair, and a foul is going to be called on Enrico. That'll be number 3 on him. Peter June Simon will have 2 opportunities from the free throw line.
Well, with the lead that Red Bull has posted, nakikita natin dito ang PUREFOODS. They're just going one-on-one. They're not even trying to pass the ball, move the ball around. Every time someone has an opportunity to score, titira na lang. Because it's such a big lead and they want to be able to chop this down as quickly as possible.
Well, they were able to cut it down to 13, I believe. Sometime in the early going, as you look at Kirby Raimundo, and the report, the latest report by Patricia Hizon was that Kirby will be sidelined for this game. Kanina, the word was that okay pa siya, kaya ilaro. Pero nakagdesisyon na wag na munang palaroin. Oh! Mark Pingris throws it down!
And they're
And
looking
the full
to
court press here by PUREFOOds.
maganda yung defense ang pinapakita ngayon ng PUREFOOds.
As result has resulted in a couple of turnovers. Ray Evangelista inside. And Rico Villanueva challenged that shot. He will pick up another foul.
Mark Pingris.
Ray Evangelista, normally a pretty respectable free throw shooter. Misses on the first. Samantala, James Yap, pinalitan ni Paul Artadi. Mick Pennisi is in for Enrico Villanueva, who just picked up his fourth personal. Uy, dalawang mintis. But Mike Pingris is there once again para sa Chinky Giants. Paul Artadi. Roger Yap against Lordy Tugade, met by Topex Robinson. Simon is open for three. Ayaw. And Lordy Tugade comes down with a rebound. 2 minuto na lang ang nalalabay sa third quarter. Topex Robinson. Nilabas kay Cyrus Baguio. Balik ko rin kay Topex. Oh, hindi naman. Nandun mo si Mark Pingris sa ilalim.
Ang bilis kasi ng reflexes ni Topex Robinson, getting the jump on Mark Pingris. Robinson now in double figures with 11.
Foul on Lordy.
Penalty situation.
That's the first foul on Lordy Tugade.
Peter Jun Simon at the line. Alright, so Mike Ray back. Papasok for the first time this evening. Para sa Red Bull, he will spell Paolo Bugia. Ngayon lang ginamit si Ray back. Peter Jun Simon makes good on both tries. A minute and a half to go here in the third period. A minute and 32 to go here in the third quarter.
PureFoods offense talagang virtually non-existent dito. No? They've only scored 44 points at patapos na tayo sa ating third period. That's also because a lot of their gunners are absent. Si Kirby Raimundo played only briefly.
Noy Castillo, wala.
Oo.
Si Jun Lipot, wala. Saka pala, I did it my way. There, Yusuf Polanco yun. Live in Manila for a memorable two-night concert, May 14 and 15 at the Araneta Coliseum. Tickets available at SM TicketNet outlets in Araneta Coliseum. Brought to you by San Miguel Coffee and Magnolia Ice Cream, quality products from San Miguel Corporation. I did it my way. Paul Hancock. Mick Pennisi throws it away. Ito naman si Roger Yap para sa PureFoods. Binigay kay Paul Artadi. Artadi handing it off to Roger. Roger Yap laban kay Cyrus Baguio. And the jump shot. That was Jun Simon actually. Peter Jun Simon. Topex Robinson. Pasigsag-sigsag binigay kay Cyrus Baguio. Here's Rayback. He did a set shot. Wala. Lordy Tugade got the rebound but he lost it to Roger Yap. Here comes Paul Artadi. Labitawa! Ano yan? Bakit?
Turnover na naman against PureFoods.
Ay, nako.
Still a 21-point lead enjoyed here by Red Bull. So despite the effort made here by PureFoods sa kanilang depensa, PureFoods has, rather Red Bull has even increased its lead by one from the half.
Ito si Lordy Tugade against Ray Evangelista. Nilabas kay Cyrus Baguio. They got 6 on the shot clock. Lordy!
After Lordy Tugade hits the shot, he just turns away.
TM Trace mula sa pinalakas na TM. Power to the people.
Ibang klase talaga, no?
24 na po ang abante ng Red Bull. Roger Yap. Paul Artadi, yes. Boy, did they need that. 2 seconds to go here in the third. And that will post. Kinabas kailangan pa na siya. Balik-balik kay Fonacier. Cyrus Baguio hindi na nakita. Here's Fonacier for 3. Wala. And Roger Yap streaks into the front court. Tuloy-tuloy. Ayaw. Ray Evangelista comes down with the offensive board. And he is smothered inside. Pero nako ni Paul Artadi. Start of the fourth quarter, folks. And there's Roger Yap. Passes out to Peter June Simon. Simon off the glass. And Simon has 7 points in the game for the PUREFOODS cause. Celino Cruz, signaling play number 1 para sa Red Bull. Lumalabas si Cyrus Baguio. Baguio inside the labas kay Mick Pennisi. And his pass. Wanting na maagaw ni Paul Artadi. And there's the 24-second shot clock violation. Buzzer going off on Red Bull.
Pingris given a rest here by Coach Ryan Gregorio. Defensive unit on the floor here for PUREFOODS. Makita natin ang third quarter field goal percentage. PUREFOODS 35%
Medyo
shooting.
nag-improve ng konti. Pero narin na.
Baba pa rin.
Mas mataas yung panigin sa Red Bull. Halos 50%. Peter June Simon gets away from Larry Fonacier. And Fonacier gives up the foul.
Para lang makikita natin dito that Simon is a designated scorer now for PUREFOODS. Wala si James Yap on the floor. And he is not going to be relied on for too many points. He's there for defensive purposes. At Tati the same way.
Roger Yap has been anemic in his scoring tonight. Roger. Roger. Pinalpas sa likod. The Cyrus Baguio does a foul. Second personal on Cyrus Baguio. And a couple of shots here para kay Roger Yap. Uros ni sila mga Bisaya, mga Higala. You gotta make those. Maintain na habol. At dito sa second half, dito nag-mintis itong PUREFOODS sa kanilang free throw. Sayang na sayang yun. Splits his carries and the lead is 19. And ano naman yung full court press ng PUREFOODS. And that, woohoo! Malakas!
Ito, pagkakataon na for PUREFOODS.
Yeah, to gain some headway here. Wala makabawi-bawi ito PUREFOODS. Peter June Simon, binigay kay Roger Yap. Ay tumira. Inabangan si the way back. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Roger Yap. Binigay. Richard D.
Oh, yes.
Not his usual shot. But he made it. And ito si Cyrus Baguio. And Larry Fonacier off to Mick Pennisi. To the point guard, Celino Cruz. Here's way back. Larry Fonacier lets it fly and he misses.
Red Bull now successive misses here as this defense of PUREFOODS looks like it's clicking. Oh,
Peter June Simon, as you were getting to mention, is now the designated gunner here for the Chunky Giants. At tumayo pa kanina si Kirby Raimundo to tap Peter June Simon on the back. For a job well done. But he will try and get the 2 points from the free throw line.
James Yap waiting now to check back in.
Enjoy the game here tonight. Itong magiting na konsul natin sa Brunei, Darussalam. And it is now 68-53. Naibaba na po sa 15. Ang kalamangan ng Red Bull, but Mick Pennisi scores inside.
Very easy play. Sealed job by Mick Pennisi. Again, yung balance ng combination ni Coach Yeng Giao on the floor always has 2 big men Now with Pennisi and Ray back, making sure that they get the points inside, also to get domination of the boards.
He's gone on Peter June Simone's third. Patricia, what's up with Coach Yang?
Well, Coach Yang is not taking any chances and is hell-bent on denying Pure Foods a win in the semifinal seed. Maski tinatambakan nilang Chunky Giants, gusto pa rin ni Coach Yang more energy on defense. Sa offensive game plan nila, he wants his players to be more patient in breaking down Pure Foods' man-to-man defense and to penetrate more. Pag nag-zona naman ng Pure Foods, expect Red Bull shooters to unleash more lethal shots from the corner. Back to you, Ed and Kinito.
That's right, and Mick Pennisi tried one from top of the key.
In other words, merciless.
Oh, Ray Evangelista with a good tap.
Coach Yang Yao really wants to make sure that Pure Foods talaga didiin nila, ibabaon nila.
Here's Paul Artadi. Binigay kay Richard Yee. Richard Yee inside. Another offensive foul is going to be called. And good positioning there by Celino Cruz.
That's 2 straight offensive fouls charged against Pure Foods.
That's got to be very frustrating for Coach Ryan Gregorio. Walong minuto eksakto nalalabi dito po sa labanang ito ng Red Bull at ng Pure Foods Chunky Giants. Cyrus Baguio running into Ray Evangelista. He'll be called for the offensive foul. Wow.
Baguio now quickening the pace, and that's what Red Bull wants. Back to that pace that they had or that they showed ng second quarter nung talagang tinakbuhan nila ang Pure Foods and forced Pure Foods to 12 turnovers.
Narito ngayon si Roger Yap. Tumatawid ng center court line against Larry Fonacier de la Basketball Artadi. Mark Pingris goes up and is fouled.
And the foul is second Mick Pennisi. His second foul on Red Bull.
2 shots here para kay Mark Pingris.
Shooting Mark Ingris.
Pure Foods may isang foul, wala pa sila rito sa quarter na to, and Red Bull already in the penalty.
That's correct. 7:37 to go. Pure Foods spotless on team fouls here in, but we gotta make the free throws. Eugene Tejada pumasok muli para kay Ray Evangelista. Kanina nakita niyo na si Kirby Raimundo na nandiyan na sa bench pero hindi pa rin paglalaroin yan. Nagpasya na po si Coach Ryan Gregorio not to risk it.
Another double-double performance for Pingris. 15 and 14.
And the press break here by Red Bull. Celino Cruz again at midcourt. Off to Cyrus Baguio. Here's Larry Fonacier. Titira ng tres. Not there. Celino Cruz taps it pero naka ni James Yap. James Yap to Mark Pingris. Malakas. Celino Cruz nabitawan ng bola. Nakuha ni Mike Ringback. Paninig kay Celino Cruz forward now to Larry Fonacier. Fonacier jumps a pass to Mick Pennisi at the corner. And they want to set it up. Sabi ni Celino Cruz, ayusin natin ang mga buhay natin. Here's Cyrus Baguio. Ganda sana na pasaan, pero naipit na si Cyrus Baguio dun sa baseline and he stepped on it. 70-54, 16-point lead by Red Bull, and Coach Yang Yao sues for a 30-second timeout here as he feels that Pure Foods is gaining some headway here with the fourth quarter. Ito po mga kaibigan, nag-uusap-usap itong mga taga Red Bull. Sabi nga ni Patricia, ayaw ni Coach Yang Yao na bigyan ng pagkakataon itong Pure Foods. 51 seconds remaining in the game and a 16-point lead by Red Bull.
2 things na nangyari dito. 2 things that I think that Pure Foods has been successful at doing here in the fourth period. Number 1, they were able to slow down the pace. And number 2, yung front transition baskets ng Red Bull, hindi na natin nakikita rito. No? Their fast break attack has been stopped. And that's the reason kung bakit medyo alarm ng konti si Coach Yang Yao. No? He doesn't see the same kind of movement na pinakita sa kanya ng kanyang mga player earlier on.
And another 30-second timeout, this time called by Coach Ryan Gregorio after a turnover was forced on Red Bull.
It takes of its own medicine now, and may full court press ang Red Bull on PureFoods. Pero wala silang trap, ha?
Wala.
PureFoods, of course, giving that extra trap dimension sa kanilang press.
Here's James Yap. Medyo dinilay ng konti yung opensa ng PureFoods. Yap misses. Offensive board, Mark Pinglis. Wala pa rin. And Rayback takes care of the rebound for Red Bull. Sila naman ngayon ang atake with 6 minutes and 19 seconds left. It is a 16-point lead for Red Bull. Cyrus Baguio working against Paul Artadi, and Artadi acknowledges the foul. Third personal on Artadi. Samantala, Fonacher and Rayback are replaced by Tugade and Villanueva on the Red Bull side. Here's Cyrus Baguio, lob pass inside to Enrico Villanueva, pero may sumabit. It's going to be on James Yap. That will be number 5 on JY. Samantala, Peter June Simon babalik muli para kay Paul Artadi. Coach Ryan Gregorio has been shuffling his men.
Always looking for fresh legs because alam niya, underhanded sila.
Oh.
Underman pala.
Here's Lordy Tugade, long three-point. Tiam Trace, wala sa pinalakas na Tiam. Power to the people.
Ngumiti si Lordy. Pabihira yun.
Here's Roger Yap inside, difficult shot. Oh, hey.
A lot of players down on the floor.
A lot of legs waiting there.
Dali, sana walang
Eugene
nasaktan.
Tejada, ando si Mick Pennisi.
Nadaganan si, Tejada already has a bad sprain that he's nursing.
He's holding on to his head.
Look at Eugene. Looks like he's grimacing in pain.
Yeah.
Ano sinasabi? I can't feel. Parang meron siya sinasabi, I can't feel. Looks like his neck.
Yeah, they're holding on to his neck. They're asking for a stretcher.
Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Eugene Tejada is averaging 7.5 points in this conference, and he's coming to his own playing for PureFoods. And you look at him there, he is not moving. Yan din ang kanyang position kanina.
Yeah, I was talking to a referee, Boy Cruz, and sabi niya, ang sabi ng doktor, hindi pwedeng galawin, no?
Okay.
Baka ma-aggravate, eh. And,
so stationary position niya, no?
yeah, I hope he's okay. Nabagsakan siya ni Mick, eh.
Oo.
Pero yun nga, sabi nga rin ni referee Cruz, hindi niya malaman kung nabagsakan sa ego, sa batok, ano?
Well, mahirap na mag-speculate at this point that we don't want to alarm anyone or any of the fans or family of Eugene. Let's just hope that he's okay. He's conscious, that's for sure. But doctors, of course, want him to stay still for the moment. Hindi naman sinasadya ni Mick.
Right. So there's Eugene's girlfriend, Jenny Hernandez.
Jenny Hernandez.
Yes.
And she comes over to check on Eugene. And again, I was reading his lips and he was saying, I can't feel, I can't feel. So let's hope that may numbness, eh.
Yeah, medyo naman hit siguro yan, ano?
Oh, sabi niya, I can't feel anything, and he's almost in tears. So this is such a such a motor system. Eh.
Well, there are 10 minutes ano akin ito at Hindi pa rin po gumagalaw hindi pinagagalaw itong si Eugene Tejada, still sprawled on the hard court. And we have Patricia, he's on right there to give us a report. Patricia, what's happening?
Well, this is the latest on Eugene Tejada. Kanina sinasabi niya he couldn't feel his back, but nothing specifically. The doctors of Red Bull Pure Foods and of course the doctors of the PBA were checking on him. As you can see, he was complaining about the back of his neck na hindi niya nararamdaman. Pero ngayon, as of late, Eugene Tejada did say na wala siyang nararamdaman from hip down, and that is the danger right there. But like I said, the medical staff of the PBA, Red Bull, and Pure Foods are and to help Eugene Tejada. Back to you for now, Ed and Kinito.
Alright, kanina nakikita ko si Dr. John Lim, yung doktor ng Red Bull, and he was parang demonstrating to one of the Red Bull people ang baka sakali pwedeng nangyari. Mukhang napuwersa yung ulo ni Eugene Tejada nung naupuan siya, Gregorio and Mr. Rene Pardo.
Well, he responded to the call of duty.
Yeah, there's the girlfriend of Eugene's, Jenny Hernandez. Of course, naturally, very concerned there.
And this conference, nung lumipat si Eugene Tejada from San Miguel,
yeah,
to Pure Foods, maganda talaga pinapakita niya rito, showing that he's living up to his potentials. He had a 16-point output in that Pure Foods victory over Ginebra, had 17 points in that loss to San Miguel. 17, of course, a conference high para sa kanya. As Coach Ryan Gregorio now recalling his players.
Ngayon nakikita natin si Jun Lipot naman, well, hindi nakikita sa camera, but Jun Lipot is talking with Assistant Coach G. Abanilla of Red Bull, trying to, well, explain what's happening here, what happened in that scramble for the loose ball sa ilalim ng ring ng Pure Foods. I think they're trying to, hindi natin masyado makita, but well, sabi nga ni Dennis Principe, medyo tumatangu-tangu na raw he's nodding his head, si Eugene Tejada. So that's an improvement from what happened kanina. Of course, the problem here is that hindi pwedeng galawin. Ayaw nilang galawin, baka mas lalo makasama. So, of course, the priority here, the prime concern is the condition of the player. So, bagamat but owing to the situation, hindi mo napipilitin yan. Ito muli, yung nangyari, si Eugene Tejada nakakuha ng rebound, bumagsak siya, at mababagsakan naman siya ni Mick Pennisi dito. Hindi malinaw kung saan siya nabagsakan. Ang laki ni Mick Pennisi, mabigat yan There you see.
Actually, nag-recall, yung buong katawan ni Eugene Tejada. Upon impact, nung nadaganan siya ni Mick Pennisi, his body sort of just recoiled.
Baka nga
on
tama yung sinasabi ni Ibn-West na kanina ni Dr. John Lim, na pag-upo ni Mick Pennisi, dun sa ulo mismo ni Eugene Tejada. Dito, he is falling, and si Mick Pennisi falling over backwards. Yun, mukhang sa ulo Well, he could have landed on the head or the nape of Eugene Tejada. Doon, yun yung sinasabing recoil ni Eugene Tejada.
Yung body nung nadaganan siya ni Mick Pennisi, could have also been a case of yung likod niya ang nadaganan din o nabigyan ng excessive pressure on impact.
Well, Dr. Sanchez of Pure Foods is saying na wala raw maramdaman pa si Eugene from the waist down. So,
well, nobody's rushing
for the
things
best,
here. Yes, nobody's rushing things here. There's 5:43 to go sa game na to.
Kahit yung Red Bull hindi naman nagmamadali. Dahil sabi nga natin, not a single soul here in the Coliseum would like to do anything that could aggravate the situation.
Purely an accident, and of course very unfortunate. But let's hope that Eugene will be okay.
Yeah, well, he's a sturdy boy, and we hope that this is a temporary condition. At everyone, we're speculating here. At siyempre, yung more definite report will be forthcoming, as soon as he is checked out in the hospital probably. Sa kasalukuyan po, everybody still huddled around Eugene Tejada at nandun pa rin sa nakahilata sa hardcourt si Eugene Tejada. So we'll just wait kasi ang problema rito, ang ayaw pong gawin ng mga tao at ng mga doktor ay galawin si Eugene dahil baka nga makasama, dahil yung mga ganyang klaseng injury ay maaari, hindi naman natin sinasabing for sure, maaaring ma-aggravate pagka ginalaw ninyo, so that's what they're being very careful about. So everyone here is actually frozen at everyone is just hoping that Eugene will be all right, and that makita po natin na maayos na muli si Eugene. Patricia, what's going on there?
Well, tama yung sinabi mo kanina, ayaw nilang ma-aggravate si Eugene. That's why they're not touching him right now and they're leaving him on the floor. As of now, Kirby Raimundo is holding his left hand as his girlfriend Jenny is holding the right. O magkabaliktad nga, Ito si Kirby Raimundo, kanina pa siya concerned talaga dito kay Eugene Tejada. And Eugene was actually complaining that he could not feel the right side of his body, particularly his arms, apart from the loss of feeling from the hip down and the pain that he is feeling down his back, down his spine. So as of now,
so there is pain. He is feeling pain, Patricia?
Yes, he is feeling pain down his back, from the back of his neck down to his spine, pero wala na siyang nararamdaman daw sa ibaba ng hip niya, from hip downwards, at saka sa kaliwang or sa kanang bahagi ng kanyang katawan. But like I said, the doctors of the PBA, Red Bull and PUREFOODS are all here and are doing what they can. And right now, what they decided on doing was to keep Eugene on the floor right now, which is the best that they can do for him at the moment. Back to you, Ed and Kinito.
All right, so that's where it stands, mga kaibigan. The clock reads 5 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the fourth quarter when this unfortunate incident happened. Off a miss by Roger Yap. Rebound itong si Eugene Tejada. Bumagsak siya. Pagbagsak niya, nabagsak naman siya ni Mick Pennisi. At nung when the smoke cleared, kumbaga, nakita na lang natin na nakahandusay po ito si Eugene Tejada, and he was crying out in pain, at hindi po siya gumagalaw from that particular position that he fell. We heard that there is word that the ambulance may have an ambulance may have arrived to fetch Eugene Tejada. At sabi sa atin, yung the doctor, the team physician of the PUREFOODS has made arrangements already with the medical city. Doon daw yata dadalhin itong si Eugene Tejada as soon as they are able to bring him out of the hard court. It's been over about 15 to 20 minutes already, Kinito, na nakahilata dyan si Eugene Tejada. Any word, Patricia?
Well, kinuwento nga sa atin ang doktor ng PUREFOODS that Eugene actually told him that he fell on his buttocks, and when he fell, he felt a crack. So that's why the doctors are saying that he might definitely have injured the lower part of his back, and there definitely isn't any sensory or motor abilities on the lower part of Eugene Tejada's body. At the same time, the doctors cannot rule out any neck injury at the moment. And nakikita
Patricia, you're saying that actually what Eugene felt was when he fell down, hindi yung natumba si Mick Pennisi sa kanya.
No comment kung ano yung naramdaman niya nung natumbahan siya ni Mick Pennisi, pero ang sinabi nga lang ni Eugene Tejada, when he fell on his buttocks, that's when he felt the crack and he heard the crack on the lower portion of his back. Kaya nga wala nang sensory and motor ability sa lower part of his body. Yung kaninang sinabi natin na wala siyang nararamdaman sa isang bahagi ng katawan niya, medyo namumove niya na ngayon ang mga kamay niya. Kaya bumabalik na yung senses niya dun sa side na yun. But they still cannot rule out neck injury. As you can see, all the players are praying right now for Eugene Tejada, Red Bull, PUREFOODS, and even the players who are watching at home. The whole PBA community is already praying for Eugene Tejada. Currently, they are asking for a neck brace as they actually wheel Eugene or try to wheel Eugene Tejada out of here so that they can bring him to the medical city. So far, that's all that we have for now. Back to you, Ed and Kinito.
Well, we saw a stretcher being rolled in. 43 seconds po ang oras ng huminto ang laro dito po ng PUREFOODS at ng Red Bull. Lamang ang Red Bull na 19, 73-54 in the fourth quarter. Pero na-aksidente po ito si Eugene Tejada. Ito dumating na yung lifeline. Ano? Ito po yung ambulansya na normally nandito talaga sa mga laro ng PBA. At ito medyo mas mukhang sophisticated na itong daladalang stretcher. No? At sana magawa nila ng paraan na hindi po mapasama yung paglilipat kay Eugene Tejada.
I also noticed kasamang Ed na si Mr. Francisco Alejo,
Yeah.
presidente ng
PUREFOODS,
PUREFOODS, is also here.
Nandito rin pala si Mr. Buchalejo.
Yes.
And everybody is concerned about the situation here. Patricia, any development there?
Well, you're right about the concern of everyone. As you've noticed, everyone here is in a somber mood. Talagang nagdadasal po lahat ng tao dito. Hindi lang po yung koponan ng PUREFOODS, pati po lahat ng players ng Red Bull.
Anong ginagawa nila ngayon, Patricia? Anong ginagawa nila ngayon?
Right now, the right equipment arrived for Eugene Tejada. They refused to move him in just any other stretcher. The doctors actually requested and demanded for a spine board and neck brace because nga yung loss of sensation ni Eugene Tejada, and they couldn't rule out neck injury dito sa nangyari kay Eugene because of that fall on his buttocks na sinabi nga ni Eugene, he felt a crack. So the doctors now are finally using the spine board and the neck brace, and soon enough they will be able to wheel Eugene Tejada out of here. Earlier we had reported that Eugene Tejada is gonna be brought to Medical City, but as I was eavesdropping on the conversation of the PUREFOODS doctor, they might have to move him to Makati Medical Center, and we will be giving you updates on that. But like I said, Eugene Tejada ngayon sinusuot na sa kanya yung neck brace carefully, and soon he will be put on the spine board to be wheeled out of here from the Lifeline Arrows group who arrived to help Eugene Tejada, the PBA community, PUREFOODS, and everyone else here who are very concerned about his situation. Kinito?
Well, we see Jenny Hernandez there. You see her right there, and she's looking very distraught, very concerned. Assistant coach Ronnie Magsanok, si Roger Yap, head coach Ryan Gregorio,
Well,
si John Dan Salvador, who is also one of the injured players ng
injured yan.
PUREFOODS, is also there.
Well, alam natin na marami po naglipat ngayon who just tuned in sa ating coverage dito. We'd just like to fill you in kung ano nangyari. Actually, nangyari po ito during a rebound play. Ito si Roger Yap po yung lay up dito. Magmimintis yan. Pagkatapos, nagkagulo sa ilalim Yun, si Eugene Tejada yun, kumuha ng rebound. Bigla siyang bumagsak, no? At ayun naman si Mick Pennisi, babagsak din. And ang sabi, ang report po ni Patricia Hison is that ang sabi raw ni Eugene Tejada, nung pagbagsak niya, may narinig na siya nag-crack dito sa may pigi niya, no? And yun, wala na siyang maramdaman mula sa baba. So ngayon, ito, more than 20 minutes na po ito na nangyayari at hindi po magalaw. Ito si Eugene Tejada on the floor. Ito, dumating na nga po itong lifeline, to try and bring Eugene Tejada to the hospital dahil pinakailangan talagang mapatignan ito. So that's where the situation stands. Hindi po natin alam kung gaano Grabe, no? Yung injury ni Eugene. Ayun, may neck brace na siya. And finally, they're able to put him on the spine board. Patricia, what's going on there?
Apart from being put on the neck brace and the spine board, na-notice din namin ni Noy Castillo that Eugene Tejada's lips are busted, especially his upper lip na namaga na medyo kulay purple pa. And of course, that is another concern for all of us here. The major concern being Eugene Tejada's back and the loss of sensation sa kanyang lower part of the body. But the doctor did say kanina, ang sinabi ni Eugene Tejada, wala siyang maramdaman sa buong katawan niya, but slowly bumabalik nga yung sensation sa upper portion, and we're hoping that those sensation will also come back for the lower portion of his body. As you can see right now, ladies and gentlemen, Eugene Tejada is currently being fixed and being settled as he's about to be wheeled out of here, and we do have confirmation now that he will be brought to Makati Medical Center. And Dr. Odulio, the doctor of San Miguel, will also be in attendance, so he will be waiting for Eugene Tejada there, and the ambulance are actually waiting outside.